Hello and welcome back to Going Medieval. Um, on Friday, I did not do a voiceover. I was not feeling up to doing a voiceover, so I didn't. But I am today, so lucky you. Last time we made some good progress down here. The start of these columns being completed. So we're actually getting quite close to this building being complete, which will be nice. Very nice. What was the other thing we did? Unlocked block. Was it steel? Steel and some stuff. Infirmary bed. Yeah, we've made some progress. A little bit of progress. We also, that's right. We also started on planning out the underground storage situation, which is good. Double dooring that because that will be good to do. One of the important things about building like warm or cold spaces is insulation, and in this game clay has the best insulation, which is why I cannot remember. Is that 6? I am forgetting yet again how I planned out this space. I did that last time as well, even while I was planning it. But this is this is the plan. This will be the hot space. This will be the cold space. The bigger the space and the deeper it is, the colder it is. So a small, deep space will actually function quite well as a hot room. Even if it is quite close. Which is kind of just how this goes typically, is I tend to build things close together. Where do I, raw food, fermenting ingredients are not things that I can store on a shelf. Okay. Right, we'll do that because we're about to get to that point. The storage space, the way that these work is they will be use brick because I think in the long run I'll have more brick than stone. But yeah, the insulation traps the heat in or out of the cold space. But with the fermentation room, we will have a few braziers in order to heat the room, and then 6 spots for Thingamy Wants It. We've run out of clay, which is annoying. Means we won't increase the number of 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 stuff, things, whatever. My brain is not. Whatever it is my brain's trying to figure out. Walls. My goodness. Ideally, we actually haul the wood back to, oh, there's no way to put it. Is there anything of wood that we need to build? Yeah. Okay. Presumably that'll be what happens next. But yeah, so just trying to get to the point of actually having consistent food storage, because this is not working at all, because we really don't have any storage space. Which is bad. That is, funnily enough, a bad thing, not having any storage space. I didn't feel like doing a voiceover on Friday, and I'm clearly incapable of doing a voiceover today, so we'll see how well this pans out. Right, so here's the first. All of these doors the same? They are. Huh. Funny that. The other thing about insulation in this game is that in a large space for getting cold, you don't want any doors. However, you do want at least one door to separate it from the outside space. Which is why I've double doored this. And there's a door here. And there'll be a double door here. Because I want as much insulation as I can get. Right. There we go. I don't really care what orientation the doors have, so long as there's two of them. Right. Okay. We now have capacity for, what, 20 settlers to sit down and eat? I don't think I've ever got anywhere near that many Hit 10, but never 20. Uh, I feel like every time I pause to breathe in the middle of a sentence, my sentence just evaporates, which is very irritating. Oh, that sucks. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be there. It would be there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it'll be there that is the optimal spot. How unfortunate. I'm trying to think of ways to increase the height without taking off the roofs. And I think the answer is I can't. I don't know. And that's the other thing, is I start thinking about something and then stop talking, and then I forget what I was actually saying about it. Which is annoying. Defensive structures 3. So right, okay. Siege engines. Siege engines 1 in particular. I think that is the last thing that requires more than 30. It's important to check at the end of the information tree, whatever thingy. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that requires more than 30 thingamywhatsits. Right. And for the time being, I don't actually want to get rid of that. Because, yeah. I wonder if I really want a drawbridge, but they haven't added them to the experimental build yet. How annoying. Well, back to finding the resources we need. There was a clay deposit somewhere here. And no. No, okay. That's clay. That's clay. Think. So okay. That's all of it in that little rectangle, so that isn't. I'm trying to leave grooves so that the clay can actually all be collected without having to make like a ladder or something. More brick walls. And more wooden floors. So that's a brick floor. I presume he is irritated by the fact that it's cold. Or he's tired. Either way. Oh, I'm stunned this has not degraded yet. Cause all armor, all shield, melee one-handed, melee one-handed. Don't actually remember is ugh. Melee. Hatchet. Two-handed, no. Okay, cool. Okay. That's all I wanted to know from that. Oh. Oh. Those are the ones that would break if their base was dug out from under them. So I won't pre-build or pre-plan those. For this lot I will. So this is what it will look like. Ah. Not sure what's quite so great about the Great Hall, but other than its size. Which to be fair is probably why it's a Great Hall. His mining skill is getting very good. I am impressed. Beekeeping. Beekeeping is actually quite useful. Not what I meant. Extraction, production, skip. That. Right. Give me a second, I will look that up because they have a radius in which they boost the growth of plants. Skip. Going medieval. Um, I think. Hang on. Skip, going medieval, radius. Ah, okay, the production. Okay. Just not too close to each other, but surrounded by plants and so on. That is the production boost. Or a skip. Right, so if I put one there. Oh no, that's the spot that isn't. Yeah. Okay, one there. One there. And there. Not irritating. Oh well. It's production. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Huh, okay. Okay. This is where it gets fun because these have to go in the corners. And these wooden walls because we can. Ah. Except that that doesn't work. Ah. And even more bits from this one are being removed. Great. How convenient. Oh well. Right. Okay. What? Okay, so there, and there. Huh? Huh? What? Huh? 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 Stability 2? What's under... Oh. Oh. Ow. How annoying. not what I meant to press. But whenever do I press the button I mean? Pretty much never. That's irritating. Ugh. Ugh. Far out. How tedious. Okay. Okay, well that doesn't really help. Right, okay. At some point in the future we'll be able to resolve that. Um, I suppose I don't need these two, but I would still quite like to actually have the covering from the pail. Oh. Okay. Now there is a much bigger pen for these animals to exist in. The advantage of wicker grates over this is that it doesn't stop sun or rain like floors, but it does stop hail. And hail destroys plants, so funnily enough, we don't want that. Right. Clay walls. And wooden beams. I mean, this is already 3.8 degrees, despite being indoors. And a fairly closed off room. But yeah, I mean, things are going well. Not making much progress on this, but oh well. I mean, this doesn't even have insulation, which will improve it significantly. Okay. Put down some more wooden flooring. This is beginning to look quite a lot improved on the on those early episodes where we just had this structure made of wood and a small farm. But now we've got a larger animal pen, we've got a roof going up over the vegetation. Great Hall has been significantly progressed. We of course upgraded the initial structure, and we've started building an underground storage space for food. Oh. We need clay. We desperately need clay. We can almost see the clay deposit again. Clay, 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 clay. I think we may as well dig out as much of this as we can. Uh, wha- okay, fine, did like that. That's a curious course of action, but to each their own, I suppose. Hmm. Hmm. 3 pheasants. How nice. Funnily enough, they do not like rain. Which... This is... I really want to know how many episodes this has been sitting here. Oh... I hadn't realised quite how much coal and other resources we have nearby. It's much more obvious when it's wet. Possibly that I've just forgotten because it's been so many episodes since we last saw the ground. Or rather, so long since I last recorded the last episode that we could see the ground. I've just knocked something over on my desk. Hmm. Might call it quits here. I feel like we've made some good progress in terms of actually building stuff up. So we've got skips, we've got bees to make honey, we've got a roof over the plants in most places. We've made a very little bit of progress on the Great Hall. We've almost got to the point of being able to start using the underground food storage. I think that's good. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.